Hello traders, the title of the video is Begin Your Free Masterclass Advanced Market Geometry Trading Education. Alright, do you want to start your masterclass Advanced Market Geometry Trading Education? Alright, let's get started. So some traders may say, George, you are about to repeat yourself again, and I'll say to them, no. The topic is the same, but I'm not repeating myself again because it's not the same financial instrument that we apply in the market geometry, to, alright? Another thing that I would say also to traders is that a trader did ask me in the comment section to record a series of video about market geometry. To that trader, I would say that we have already a playlist relating to the market geometry. But what I say to that trader also is that the market geometry, I love the market geometry, and I will never stop talking about market geometry. So that's the good news. I will be posting more videos about market geometry. If you are an advanced trader and you think that, George, you are boring me with market geometry topic, just don't watch it. Don't watch it. Very simple. Don't watch those videos. If you think that you master the market geometry, anytime you see a video with the title market geometry by myself, just ignore it. Other trader will find it interesting and they may watch it. All right? All right. Let's begin. Okay, the master class market geometry. Now, I would like to encourage traders to watch the full length of this video because sometimes we start recording video. Traders say, oh, what is he about to talk about? He talked about it before. But I'm going to do more things here. The first question that we want to talk about, what can we, talking about market geometry is about the projection of channels. Now, when we are talking about advanced market geometry, because a lot of traders that learn about the market geometry, they only learn about the projection of horizontal channel, projection of a rising channel, projection of a declining channel. But there are more to the market geometry, all right? We can project a triangle. So now you start thinking, how do we project a triangle? In fact, you have been doing it for a long time without even realizing it. Let me show you one example now where you did, project a triangle, all right? Here it is. So I have on my chart here two triangles here. So this probably form a funny head and shoulder chart pattern. The left hand side shoulder is a triangle. The right hand side shoulder is a triangle. And the head is also a triangle. Alright? So now, talking about the projection of a triangle. So here we have a triangle. What I say to trader is that do not assume that the price will definitely go down, but just say anything is possible. So if we project the height, now you see the word that did you hear the word that I use now? If we project the height of that triangle here, what are we doing? We are trying to set a target in case the price breaks above the triangle, yes or no? So our target will be here. But what we are doing by projecting the height of that triangle, we were projecting the first triangle. That's it. That's exactly what we had done. So that triangle that was here, by setting a target, that the target, if it breaks above that first triangle, it will be somewhere here. What we have done is a market geometry. We have projected that triangle. You see now? So that triangle, the angle that is here is the angle that we have here. So you see, we flip it a bit, so we turn it, bringing it up like this, and this angle is equal to the angle here. The height of the triangle is the same here. So if we put it as a square, you understand that what we have done? We have effectively projected the first triangle. This is an advanced market geometry that you have been using for years and you are not even aware of it. So it's not all about projecting, channel, rising channel, declining channel, horizontal channel. We can project, okay, triangles, okay. We can project any shape or form. So look at this one. Look at this funny triangle that I have here. So I draw it roughly here, you see. So normally, normally the triangle will prefer to first the direction of the prime, which means this angle to be here. Look at this one. If you extend this one, oops, see that that angle is in fact here. So how do you set your target for this one here? In all cases, what do? We project the height. Where do you put the height? Okay. Now, other trader will do all sorts of things, but let's assume that everybody put it here on the top like this. If you put it at the top like this, on that angle here, the height is here. So your target, you'll be saying, if the price is approaching this zone, you see that's the target zone. You see that the price went above the target and quickly come back below it. All right? So what have you done? You have projected that ugly triangle, if you have seen that. So if I move this angle here, you see we put it here. Are you getting it now? If you move this one here, is it correct? That's correct. That's our angle there. All right. So the triangle that we have below here, we brought it up a bit when we were setting our target. So I'm changing my things a bit. So right, is that correct? My ugly triangle. Try to fix it again. It's not easy. It's because I draw it roughly. All right. So what we have done, we have projected that triangle up. Are you getting it now? So now, hold on, please. Don't go away. Stay with me, please. So here we are. So we can also project angles that I talked about it before. So you see, Joe, you talked about it before. Now we are talking about it in relation to, okay, Biogen Incorporated. So a lot of traders, when we talk about the projection of the angle, they say, which angle should I project? How do I get the angle to project? All you need to do is to draw trend lines. And once you draw more than 2 trend lines, you'll see that there will be angle between those trend lines. And you can project the angle between 2 trend lines. This is about advanced market geometry. Now, some traders have a lot of experience, but they never use the market geometry like I'm telling you today. All right, and there is another example that I'm going to talk about now, the double bottom chart pattern. What are we doing that time? Okay, how do you set a target for the double bottom chart pattern? I'll be talking about it very shortly also. And what you are doing, you are projecting again a rectangle. So I was telling you that when it comes to the advanced market geometry, there is no limit to what we can project. We can project any shape and form. All right. So connecting this point and this point, we draw the first line. That's the red line. So we have one trend line here, which is quite close to the price. Now we connect another point. So there's one point here connecting this point and this point, or you may say this point and this pivot point here. We have 2 trend lines. Now we have angle between those 2 trend lines. What I say to trading, you draw a vertical line between the 2 trend lines on the same vertical line. You move it down on the same vertical line down like this, and you connect. Okay. In fact, normally here, what I'm doing here is a little bit wrong. Why? Who can say that? You know why? Because when we are projecting it like this, we have to draw another line from the same point, the intersection of the first 2 trend lines. So it will be something like this. Now, okay, hold on, please. That's it. So, in fact, I don't want to move the first 2 lines, so they all should have a common point. Okay, they all should have the same intersection point. You understand? All the trend lines should come from the same source. So this is the point what I'm talking about now. So when I'm projecting it like this on the same vertical line, those trend lines should come from the same point. Alright? But what I've done before, okay, now leave it as it is. I don't want you to get confused. We'll talk about that in another video. A different aspect of market geometry, so they also have the same point like this. Okay, that's what we are doing. So anytime you see two trend line, you can draw also the median line, the line that is dividing that angle into two. All right. I'm a bit slow today, so don't be too strict with me. All right, don't be too strict. All right, my friend, don't be too strict with me today. A bit slow now. It's not the same angle right now because we want to divide it into two to have the same angle. So, all right. Try to find the median line. A bit more. And they also have the same intersection point. This is very, very important. All right, something like that, okay? All right, so call it the median line. This is the median line, okay? It's not exactly, but something like that. All right, so that's the median line. So what we have done first, we measure the angle between the first two trend lines that we have drawn. Then we project it down on the same vertical line. And then we draw another line from the same point. They should all have the same intersection point. We draw it down. Okay, and now we have, okay, this line here. Now, if we draw the median line between this trend line and this one here, that's the median line there. You can see that's where the price is forming that double bottom chart pattern. So here what we have done, we have projected through the angle between, okay, those two trend lines. All right? But one more thing that I want to share here with traders, this exercise is to help traders to be more creative, to understand that there are more that we can do with the market geometry instead of limiting ourselves with the rising channels, the declining channel, the horizontal channel. We can project, okay, any shape and form. So now, what I'm talking about relating to the double bottom chart pattern, how do we set a target for the double bottom chart pattern? So here we have a double bottom chart pattern, okay, with a bit of higher low here. We will measure, okay, from this is the double bottom, we have the double low, and we have here the knot. This is what we call the knot. So we measure the distance from the top, which is the knot. I like to call it a knot. So you may say, Joe, where did you get that from? So I created myself, I call it a knot, okay? From the top to the low here, that's our measuring stick. And the orange line at the top here, this is what we call the neckline of the double top. So anytime the price breaks above the knot, that's what I said to you, is the price will become totally bullish if it breaks above the knot of the double bottom. So if you are buying here, your first target is the knot. Okay, you see people took profit here. The price can come down again one more time here, but it did not here. Can. Because the resistance did not. Now, if you breaks above the knot, we set the target by using this measuring stick and put it up here. So what have we done now? By putting this distance here, what we are doing, we are projecting this rectangle here. It's a rectangle, right? Is we are projecting the horizontal channel. Do you remember how we projected the horizontal channel? That's what we have done now. So this is the knot, this is the low. There is a horizontal channel, price 1, 2, 3, between those two key levels. By measuring that distance and projecting up, all we have done, we have projected, okay, the horizontal channel. That's what we have done. Or we can say we have projected, okay, a rectangle. All right. Now, so you may say, what is the purpose of the advanced market geometry? That's a very good question. All right. If you are using area wave patterns, very often you may not use market geometry during the multi-wave. But the market geometry becomes so important when we are dealing with the corrective phase of the area wave cycle. So you can see for this stock, Biogen Incorporated, there was a trending phase all the way up here. Now a correction has begun. By using the advanced market geometry, which is the projection of the angle, even before those two trend lines here, we could have drawn another trend line, something like this, okay, and measure the angle between that and then project it down. That can also be useful to us. So when we are applying the area wave theory during the corrective phase of the area wave cycle, one should always use the advanced market geometry during the corrective phase. So price is trending first, now it's pulling back. You can use the advanced market geometry projection of any shape or form, projection of the angle between trend lines, all right, setting profit target for triangles and so on. That will help us to time the market more accurately and find high probability trading setup on the edge. You can see here, as you have projected it first time, here it is, it brought you here. Now you put the media line there, look where this was stopped, look at the reaction. Do you think that, pay attention carefully, do you understand why this candlestick bar was so bullish here? Because professionals are doing exactly what I'm showing you here, and they know that the midpoint of that angle is there. They knew. I came down, they bought it here. They know there is a trend line. There's a trend line, and that is the media line of this angle here. And they apply a top down to the middle. Look, as the price came to the second, you see the top, which is this trend line here, they took profit. You see the shadow here. They are aware of it, yes or no? Do you think they are aware of it? Look again. Price came back again to the media line of this angle again. Look, another bullish candlestick bar on the edge, and then it's going up again. We will see the reaction if it reaches this level. If it comes into this angle here, the angle between the first two red lines, nothing should stop you to draw the media line again one more time and monitor the reaction of the price as the price is approaching the media line. So as I told traders, I will be recording more videos about market geometry. In this case, a trader that is trading a Biogen may find this video useful, may say, oh, I did not see it that way. Oh, there is a media line between those two angles, and that trader may find the video useful. Other trader may say, George, you talked about it before. I do not care about Biogen. Do not watch it if you already know about the subject. That's fine. So you are a subscriber, that's very good. But if you think that, all right, George, I know about market geometry, you see the title market geometry, just say that's not for me. Wait for the next video. All right. So this will conclude our discussion today about begin your free masterclass, advanced market geometry, trading education. If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section, and of course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. We are the TSGW24 traders talking about begin your free masterclass, advanced market geometry trading education. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you soon.